ready? All right, planning after high school now, guys. We have researched, what your likes are, what your skills are, abilities, and now we're looking at, and then we went from that and we looked at, matched that to possible careers, and you researched those careers, and now we are looking at, planning after high school. So what will you do? What are your post-secondary plans going to be? Courses. Trent, could you read the paragraph following courses, please? And then Caleb, when he gets to post-secondary, to any of the vocabulary words, will you give us the definition?
You should always give 100% in high school because the work you do matters and is directly linked to your post-secondary training following.
Post-secondary, occurring after high school, especially referred to education.
Training following graduation, every daily project and test grade recorded in each of your classes goes towards
your GPA.
GPA at the end of your senior year. Determines your class rank.
You got it, Caleb?
It's not working.
Okay. Go ahead and keep reading, Trent.
Your class rank will determine how many and which scholarships you get to apply for to help pay for
Class
college.
rank is?
A numerical position one schools within their class in relation to the grade.
A numerical position related to your class. So obviously, if you have the highest GPA in your class of, what year you guys going to graduate?
2021.
If you're graduating class of 2021, if you have the highest GPA, your rank is number 1. Okay? If you, I don't know how many kids do you have in your class?
30 something.
32, 35? So anyway, so your rank, your numerical rank could be anywhere from number 1 to, 33 or whatever, however many kids you have in your class. What happens is when you fill out college scholarships, and I just helped my son fill one out last night, so I know, we had to put his class rank in there. He had to get that from his school counselor, so you'd have to get that from Mrs. Carpenter, okay? Class ranks change as your GPA changes, okay? But the older you get, they kind of, people are pretty well set as to where they're going to be. But it determines, it looks at your percentage, your grade percentage, your GPA. Certain classes in high school, Cassidy, would you read that? And then when we come to a vocabulary word, would you please, a definition, Jocelyn, would you please read that?
Certain classes in high school, like social studies, are required.
What does required mean, Jocelyn?
Classes that the state and local school board of education has decided are necessary for all students.
Classes.
Okay, keep reading.
Other classes like accounting are electives.
Elective classes that a student can choose to take.
There are several classes that you must pass before taking a higher level class. For instance, Algebra 1 is a
Requisite.
A class that must be taken before another class can be taken.
class to Algebra 2. Dual credit.
A course taken while in high school through a college that awards both high school and college credit at the same time.
Classes cost student a fee. If a student receives a high enough grade, he or she collects college credit. Most dual credit classes are often through online education.
Education goes through the internet.
No matter when, how, or where you take your courses, the grades are posted in your transcript.
A record of academic credits earned, grades, attendance, standardized test scores, and when a student transfers from one institution to another prior to receiving a degree.
Transferring from high school to high school to high school to college or college to college, your transcript follows you from school to school. It is an important document because it tells the story about you. It tells what your grades were in the level of classes you took. What your attendance was like and how you did on standardized testing. An extracurricular activity.
Good, thank you. All right, that was a lot of vocabulary words. We're gonna talk about all those right now because you need to really know those. All right, are we good, Claire? All right, so, we've got post-secondary. That's what you're gonna do after high school that relates to education or training, all right? And so, my son last night, as we were talking about what he's going to do post-secondary, he kept saying, what's post-secondary mean? He's a senior, and I'm like, you should know this word. It means what you're gonna do after high school, okay? And he's gonna go to CCC, all right? So, we put in his class rank, I already told you kinda about that. And then he has taken a number of required classes, just like you guys will take a number of required classes starting next year. Some of your required classes could be what? All right, you have to take social studies.
Math.
And you have to take some math classes. Very good. Now, let's think about what some of your elective classes could be. Those you get to pick.
Wouldn't it be like
Spanish, yes, that's an elective. It sometimes gets complicated, but yeah, for the most part, that's an elective. What else? An ag class with Mr. Haydenfeld. Okay. Claire? Art. Media, thank you. Finally, somebody added me into this list. Media, all right. Those are a healthy list. Now, we didn't talk about any of Mr. Voigt's classes. We didn't talk about any of Mr. Weaver's classes. Those are all, let's talk about dual credit. Right now, we have seniors at Centura that are taking a dual credit class, which means not only are they taking an English class at, I think it's at CCC, they're taking they're taking college English. College English, since they're taking it through CCC, counts as college credit for them. As long as they don't fail. I think they have to get an A, B, or a C. All right, guess what? This counts in place of their high school English class. So some seniors are taking senior English, okay, and that counts. That's a requirement. That's a required class, all right, but they don't get any college credit for it. Some other seniors have decided to fill their required class of senior English with a college English class, and that is their dual credit. They're getting high school credit so they can graduate because it's required in high school. They're also getting credit at college. So when they go to college, they have some credit already under their belt. All right? Yes?
My question is, do you have to go through the classes of college that you're going to, or can you do it with any college?
Most of the time, you do not have to go through the classes that you're going through. This class will transfer to another college usually. Yes,
I'm
Trent?
confused about credit, how would that play in with college? Do you get, you don't, for a scholarship, credit towards a scholarship?
No, when you go to college, you have to take so many credits. They call them credits in place of classes, okay? So most classes at college are 3 credit hours. So those would be, those credits equal classes at college, classes equal credits. Does that make sense now? Okay.
Does the Air Force Academy have credits?
No, they do not. Well, no, not necessarily. The Air Force Academy, you can take college, though, while you're in the academy. You can take college classes.
Well, yeah, it is a college.
Right. but I don't know that things will definitely transfer. That would be something, I don't know a lot about the military. That'd be something you'd have to ask them, okay?
Because the Air Force Academy is a college and a military base.
Right, I know, but I just don't know that would be between their college and the other college, or the academy and another college, what they would decide would transfer, okay? I don't know that answer. You'd have to check into that. All right. Let's see what else we got going here. What was our next word that we had? Online education. We have a lot of juniors and seniors taking online courses. Okay? So, not only are they taking high school courses here at Centura, but they are taking online courses through a college. And Centura has a really cool program that will pay for those credits. College credits, Centura, a public school, will pay for those online college credits. All you have to do is get an A, B, or I think a C. All right? They will reimburse you. It's amazing. No, I don't know any other high schools that do this. All right? So I can think of back in the day, Mrs. Moss's daughter, Megan, she graduated with 12 credit hours. 12 credit hours. That was the same as 4 classes at college. She had a jump start on her other.
And you have to do that every year then, or like have 36 credits?
I don't know.
every year?
I just threw that number out there. I'd have to look. Let me think. Most degrees need about probably 60 credits. Most 4-year bachelor degrees, I'm just throwing this number out, probably need around 60 credit hours. So let's think. Most students take 12 to 18 credit hours a semester. So Megan Moss, along with a lot of other students from here, it's just that I happen to know for sure her number, they had a whole semester wiped out behind them when they started school at UNK or wherever they went. They already had, they went in like with one semester completely done. Isn't that amazing? Yeah. So they were that much ahead. Plus, there's other benefits to taking those online courses. But those are online education or courses taking over the internet on your computer, and they're not offered just at high school level. Of course, they're offered at the college level. You could take them while you're in college too. But it's just that at Centura, you get this option of taking online courses. So delivered through the internet, or college credit. Okay, that's that definition for you. All right, what was our next word? Transcript. Guess what? My son last night, he had to attach his transcript to his college scholarship. Okay, so he's filling out a scholarship online to go to CCC next year, and he had to attach his transcript. No matter what school you go to or what college you go to, they don't generally give you your transcript. So what he had to do today was go into his counselor's office and have her attach the transcript for him, so that could go to the college. But what's the college looking for when they look at your transcript? Why do they want your transcript? What is included in a transcript? Your GPA. What else? Extracurricular activities, test scores, attendance, your credits that you've taken. So that means the classes you have taken. So if they look and they see that you are interested in being a science major, but you haven't taken chemistry or biology, what are they going to think? If you are interested in being a construction, own your own construction company, but you haven't taken any construction classes or maybe welding classes or, maybe, I don't know, maybe graphic design, classes that go with that, they're going to question how come you haven't done that. And that's why Mrs. Carpenter's coming into our classroom next week, to help you line things up for your future. Okay. Academic transfer. All right, the last one we're going to talk about, and then we're going to take a break. Academic transfer. How many people started school here and have never left this school? Okay, good. How many people started somewhere else and have transferred in? You were an academic transfer. Where'd you come from, Cassidy? Cedar Bluffs. So guess what? What grade did you complete at Cedar Bluffs? Third. So when Cassidy left third grade and came to Centura in sixth grade. All right, when Cassidy left Cedar Bluffs and came to Centura in sixth grade, she was an academic transfer. Cedar Bluffs had to send her transcript to Centura so that we could get her into our system. She was an academic transfer, okay? My son, it also works that way for colleges. So until you graduate from high school, and if you change different schools, you're an academic transfer. Same works for college. My son is going to go to CCC for 2 years, and then he is going to be an academic transfer and transfer to UNK because he wants to be a special education teacher. And CCC does not offer that. But he can get his gen eds taken at CCC in nice small classes for not the extra money, and it's going to be the best fit for him. Then he will be an academic transfer and go to UNK to finish his degree. Okay? All right, let's take a break.
The ACT, American College Testing, a test that assists a student's general education development and their ability to complete college-level work taken during junior and senior years of high school.
Is a test that colleges use to measure the amount of academic success prospective students should have at college. Colleges, admissions,
The process of being accepted by a college or training program.
set a minimum score for students to be accepted to their college. Community colleges such as Central Community College use the AccuPlacer.
An untimed test designed to measure
A test to place students in appropriate level classes to ensure success. This chapter has talked about the employability skills need for workplace success. Getting good grades in school and volunteering are yet more ways that you can prepare to get successful after high school. It would be wise for you to participate in job shadowing.
where students learn about a job by walking around.
During your junior year to experience occupations of your interest.
All right. So let's look at those words for Jocelyn told us that it's the American College Test, and it's used to assess your academic knowledge. So you take this as a junior and sometimes more, like as a senior also, and the higher the score, the better that you are prepared for college, so the test says, okay? There are, in my opinion, a lot of things that prepare you for college. And it's not just test scores, okay? But that's what the ACT is. That's what colleges look at and go, okay, they scored a 24. They have a good foundation knowledge from their high school, all right? So that's what they look at. They say, okay, so science was this score, math was this score, they've got a good foundation. They will be able to handle our coursework. We will admit them to our college. Okay, that brings us to admissions. Admissions just means that you, the student, have been accepted by a college or a training program. You have to be admitted. You have to apply, and they have to say, yes, you will be a good fit at our college. Question?
I'm gonna get caught by the bell. It's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday. We're gonna get caught by the bell.